3, 2, 1, and go. We are live. Welcome to, if you don't know, episode 2, part 3. I'm Mike Hughes. This is SmashLife TV. Let's go. So, part 3. We started part 1 with what exactly is HYROX, and we discussed dropping the D. We went through a bit of the background of this wonderful new sport. Part 2 was HYROX 101, who's who, the participants and athletes, a few of the big names, world records and so on. Part number 3, who's who, some of the coaches, the gyms and the media involved in the sport. So here we go. Refer to the notes. Oops. We will begin with some of the master trainers. So in the UK master trainers, apologies if any of this is not quite right, by the way, but this is to the best of my knowledge. We have the OGs. Straight away, shout out to Mr. George Edwards, GE_training on Instagram, pumping out some great content, some quality information. So shout out to George, and also Jade Skillen, again one of the top females in the UK. Again, pumping out some great content, quality information, both for people that are new to HYROX and for veterans of the sport as well. The new era announced at the start of this season. Mr. HYROX himself, shout out to Jake Dearden, some phenomenal content, and also Lucy Davis, who has the My Coach app with her partner Ben Halden as well. So shout out to you guys. Some of the other, that's the master trainers, the official master trainers of the UK. Some of the other OG coaches, the online coaches, is in no particular order. Germany's Marcus Friesen with the Friesen method, former German cycling team and powerlifter, and former Elite 15 member back in the early days of HYROX, I think when it was the virtual championships. Shout out to Marcus. Portugal's Tiago Lausa with the Lausa Way. He has a CrossFit background as both a box owner and also an athlete, and is a current member of the HYROX Elite 15, although this season has not been as active, but shout out to Tiago. UK's Kieran Parkinson with Fit4Rocks, strong running background, is very active in HYROX and has posted some incredible times across all categories. Shout out to Kieran. From Ireland, Tom and Dina Hogan with Team Hogan. From what I've been told, these guys are elite runners and have a very strong running program. So shout out to those guys. Talking of strong is the strength guru himself, Mr. Ryan Gibney of Athletes Factory in Chester. He is a former strength and conditioning coach of Georgia National Rugby Union team and now the coach of UK's #1, Michael Sandbach. Shout out to Scotland's Graham Halliday with the the Elation Fitness brand. This looks very innovative and cutting edge stuff, which you can see through Graham's performances and how he has progressed so quickly as an athlete. Shout out to Graham. Further afield over in the USA, we have teaming up Ryan Kent, Meg Jacoby and Rich Ryan with their RMR brand. We have young gun, new kid on the block, Rylan Shadeg. He posts some great content, including not just training, but some of the underlying scientific principles and theories. So shout out to Rylan, keep up the good work. Taylor Haney, who is the current doubles world champion with Reach Fitness. Shout out Taylor. And of course the main man, Hunter McIntyre with Hunter's Academy of Strength. House training as he calls it for short. Down under we have, now this is a big one, literally a big one. We have James Hall, who is the multiple erg world record holder with both the ski 1k and the row 1k as well as the ski 2k. He happens to be the older, slightly smaller brother of former world's strongest man and first human to ever deadlift 500 kilos. That's Eddie the Beast Hall. So I guess world records run in the family. make sure to check out James's Instagram. He is also known as King of the Ergs, or affectionately calls himself the Erg Daddy. Shout out to James. And he is also doing a UK tour, Erg seminar tour, later this year in the UK. More on this coming soon. So that is the master trainers and some of the leading coaches. Apologies if I've missed anyone. I'm sure there are lots of other guys out there. Comment below if there's any suggestions, recommendations, and of course we appreciate all shares and that kind of stuff. Moving on to gyms. So some of the big gyms in the UK that are really making moves. First and foremost, this is the gym and the person that introduced me to HYROX, Darren Forder from Forder's Gym. That's in South Birmingham, Redditch area. These guys, not only is it a phenomenal facility, they've got a phenomenal program, but they're also doing the seasonal Strive events. This is teams of 6. I first did the summer Strive, which was June 22. Then it's the autumn Strive in September. They hold back the winter Strive. They do that in January as a lead up to Manchester HYROX. And I don't believe a spring Strive happened last year, but I'm not sure their plans moving forward. But make sure you check out Forder's Gym, South Birmingham, and the Strive event. It's teams of 6. They have 3 standardized workouts. It's the engine room, the equalizer, and then the sports day. And then it's a point system. The top from each category, men's, women's, and mixed, then go into the final. And the final is a different workout each time. It's an awesome event. Big shout out to all the team down there, Max, Ash Scriven, and so on. Keep up the good work. Then we've got the current home of SmashLife TV. It is Ace Performance in Winwick, which is North Warrington. No less than 28 members represented at HYROX Manchester. So shout out to Adam and all the guys there. Keep up the good work. We've also got Peak Performance in Liverpool. We've got the Hybrid Performance Centre in West Horton, that sort of Wigan, Bolton area. And a few gyms actually in Manchester popping up. Urban Reform, shout out to Mo and Jack, as well as the Fighting Fit facility. Looks like an absolute beast of a facility. We've also got Represent Clothing with the 247 Gym, home of Jake Dearden. This, I think, is a private facility for staff and friends, but again, looks like an incredible facility. And I know that down south of Marchon have a couple of sort of higher end, more boutique facilities, which also look incredible. Shout out to Ollie Marchon and all the guys down there doing great things. I'm not so clued up on the London area, so again, comment below any suggestions, recommendations. A few honourable shout outs. First of all, it's the UK's pioneering OG functional fitness facility. It's the Underground Training Station, or UTS for short, over on the Wirral, surely soon to be launching a HYROX program. So shout out to Neil Parsley, Paul Robbo, Dr. Cole, Dave Mack, all the guys over there. Out in Dubai, we have KO8 Fitness on the Dubai Marina. They've recently launched the House of HYROX. Shout out to Kieran and Sean, those guys. And also up in Preston, we have the Raw and Outdoor, of course, all friends of the show. Coaches, gyms, last but certainly not least is the media. Of course, HYROX themselves publish content mainly on YouTube, Instagram, as well as live streams of some of the events, mainly the majors. I think they had a bit of a poor showing in Chicago in November, and they did get quite a bit of constructive feedback from that. But big props to the guys at HYROX. They turned it around with a great production in Stockholm in December, and I'm looking forward to see what happens in Vienna next weekend. Although I personally will be in attendance, so I won't actually get to see it live, but I will be sure to watch it back. Then we have, media-wise, in the UK, we have the OG, the Rocks Life. Shout to Greg Williams, doing a great job there. Podcast, interviews, also blogs, previews, reviews, all that's there on the Rocks Life website. Shout out to Greg and the team there. UK HXR, Ian Kay and the team there do a great job. They are the fitness racing podcast. They also live stream the UK-based events, and I think some of the majors as well, so be sure to check them out. A couple of other shout-outs. The Rock Zone Pod, which is Max and Ben, doing a great job. I think they're London-based. Also, we have the hybrid experiment, which had some great episodes, really insightful episodes, but then stopped. So shout out, go back, listen to them, maybe we can get a relaunch there. Over in America, USA, Hybrid Fitness Media ran by Dylan Scott, one of the Elite 15 members, some great content there. And then in Europe, we have HYROX Daily and HYROX Workouts, pumping out regular quality content, so make sure to check them out also. Again, I'm sure there are loads more, so I can't cover it all. Comment below with suggestions and recommendations. We're almost there. The final shout out, quick reminder by the way, quick overview. What is HYROX? HYROX 101, who's who participants and athletes, who's who coaches, gym and media, and the final who's who is you. It's the listener, the follower, the viewer. Welcome to the SmashLife community. A big thanks, number one, for watching, your support so far, massively appreciated. To further support, the reality is we can only grow by people sharing, so both word of mouth or online, whatever that may be. If you like the content, you feel someone else could take value, please share it. Click below, send it to friends, send it to WhatsApp group chats, and so on. You know what to do. All feedback is appreciated. What you've liked about the series, about the podcast, and so on. Also, what you don't like, we love that as well. And what can be improved on, we're open to all feedback. Look out for more coming soon. I'm Mike Hughes. This is SmashLife TV. That was HYROX 101. And if you don't know, now you know.